morning on Monday. It's a new week, it's a new waffle. It's quite a nice day out there. Quite cheerful day. I'm just editing last week's waffle ready to put up tomorrow. I've got another couple of videos that I want to deal with today. I've done my parcels. I'm going to do a parcel shop run at some point. Look at the fringe. The fringe is getting a bit out of hand. No hairdressers. And yeah, welcome to Monday. Buddy's had a parcel. It's very much addressed to him. It's addressed to Buddy the hungry dog. And it's for Nick and Andrea, so we thought we'd let him open it. Bud, come and see.
Buddy?
Buddy, what's this? What is it? You have to open it. Good job I cut it open for you.
He's used to Christmas paper, isn't he?
What's in there?
Bud?
Look what Nick and Andrea sent you.
Buddy? Buddy, what you got?
They didn't send it for you. It doesn't say Kai the hungry dog. Look.
Hey,
yeah,
Buddy.
You can see he's delighted.
Buddy. Buddy boy. Bud.
He's in your room. I'm going to poke around while you're not there. Thank you, Nick and Andrea. We love you. I'm in my pyjamas and not looking great. Can you stop filming now, please? Please stop filming. This is Buddy's second delivery of dog food today. This has come from Ashley Cumming. Thank you so much, Ashley. She wouldn't let me send her any money for it, so I'm massively grateful for you. Also, Darren and Phoebe sent us a load as well, so I'm so grateful to everyone who's listened to my plea. Just in case anybody's wondering what the heck this is about, Buddy can only have this butcher's food, otherwise his stomach goes into all kinds of spasms and weirdness, and he's really not very well, and it's been out of stock everywhere. It's been really hard to get any, so some of my friends out there in YouTube land and whatever have been absolutely fantastic about sourcing some of this and getting it over to us, and I'm so grateful. So this one was Ashley Cumming. Thank you so much, Ashley. It is Anthony's birthday today. He's out there in the garden doing stuff to his bike, and because it's his birthday, I'm cooking his absolute favourite dinner, which is sausages and onion gravy with mashed potatoes. So I'm just getting this going, and then I'll put the gravy in and leave it simmering away while I go to the parcel shop. And the potatoes are in the pressure cooker, ready for the mash. So it's all happening. Well, it's 6:05. I've just been out with the dogs. It just started raining while I was out. Thank you for that weather. Been fine all day. The moment I go out with the dogs, it goes, ha, I know what we'll do. I've got a piece of my coffee cake that I made on Saturday. I've got these, which are for a video I'm doing. I've edited 2 videos and scheduled those today, so I feel like I'm achieving, and I've got 2 parcels ready to go for friend mail, so that's nice as well. So yeah, I feel like I've got some stuff done today. Natalie and I were planning a pamper evening. I don't know what time she's going to be home, so yeah, I'm going to eat my cake now. Good morning. It's Tuesday. I'm filming to distract myself from the pain. Let me show you what's just happened. This just fell from up there and landed there. You can see the bruise. The bruise is already coming out all around here, and that's really come up in a massive lump. That really fucking hurts. So yeah, good morning on Tuesday. I think I'm dead. That really hurts. That's probably a broken bone. There'd be absolutely no point going to A&E, even if we weren't in the middle of a crisis, because they wouldn't do anything for a broken bone there. Nobody's going to do anything for a broken bone on the top of my foot. But yeah, that really hurts. That on a scale of 1 to 10, that's 82 in pain. Good morning. Oh, and I yelled so loud I frightened a fart out of Buddy, so now as well as the pain, there's no fresh air in this room. Well, just in a quick little one. One of the perils of being a specs wearer and wearing one of these masks is that you can't see a damn thing after about 2 seconds. I would say they're pretty much stocked back up on almost all of the usual things. There was still not very much loo roll on the shelves, and there's still no flour, and I couldn't find pasta. But apart from that, everything else seems to be more or less available and back to normal. So I think the mad panic seems to be slowing down, thank goodness. And I didn't see anybody with trolleys full of, ridiculous levels of stuff, although I think there might be I know Aldi have got a thing on where you can't buy more than 4 of anything. I don't know if Lidl's have the same, because I didn't look and I didn't need to know. So yeah, maybe there's limitations on the numbers you can buy. Maybe that's why people have got trolleys full of 20 tons of things, but it's all, shopping wise, it's gradually going back to normal levels, so that's good. A long way outside to get in, which as I said about Tesco last week, I accept that completely. That's absolutely fine, not complaining about it, but my sciatica was complaining about it, so I might have to think about bringing a deck chair with me or something ridiculous. Maybe I need a shooting stick. Or maybe the answer is to get my trolley before I get in the queue, even if it does mean that I'm taking my trolley halfway across the car park. I've got something to lean on, which is I need, you know, when my back spasms, I need to bend forward. So and you can't just randomly bend forward if you haven't got anything to lean on, because you just look like you're collapsing. This has become about very rambly. Anyway, yeah, I'm going home. I'm cooking dinner tonight. I woke up with a horrible headache this morning. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I woke up with a migraine first thing, so I didn't actually get out of bed until like 11:30 maybe. And then when I did get up, I dropped that flipping stool on my foot. So putting my shoe on was nearly as painful as dropping the thing on my foot in the first place. Never mind, eh? Yeah, I'm off home. Oh, there's my postman. He's still staying safe, bless him. But yeah, I'm off home. I'm going to get yesterday's washing in off the line. I put the washing out yesterday, and then while I was out with the dogs, it just suddenly chucked it down, and I was like, well, there's the, I didn't get the washing in, so I left it out overnight. I'll get it in today. I tell you what, these lockdown diaries are even more exciting than my previous unlocked down diaries, aren't they? They're just, I bet you're on the edge of your seats. I bet you are. See you in a bit. Gotcha. 20 to 6. Dinner's underway. I've prepped all the veg this afternoon, then I had a nice chat with Lex about how I'd prep my veg, because, you know, I like to keep Lex up to speed on what's going on, even when nothing's going on. And dinner's well underway. Natalie's just coming in with the dogs from their walk. I am going to pack my parcels. I've got quite a lot of parcels for today. So I had some nice sales yesterday and today so far. So I'm going to pack my parcels before it's time to eat. roast dinner. Just because, even though it's Tuesday, although nobody knows what fucking day of the week it is anyway, so you can have a Sunday dinner on whatever day you want now. I've got parsnips, potatoes, carrots, broccoli, chicken and stuffing balls. And the kids have got cauliflower cheese, which I think is revolting. Ugh. I have borrowed this jigsaw off a friend and I'm about to set it up on the table and make a start. Now today's date is the 31st of March 2020 and I feel quietly confident that I will complete this 1,000 piece jigsaw by, well, within the next 5 years. This far with my jigsaw and I've just remembered something very important, which is that I bloody hate jigsaws. I wish I'd remembered that sooner. Good morning on Wednesday. Oh, I look a bit, yeah, I always do though, don't I? I've started to realise most mornings I start with, oh, I look a bit. It is Wednesday, it is a bit of a grey day. Not going to be going on in the garden today. I'm going to do some listing, I think. That'll be exciting. Update on foot, let me show you foot. I put the flash on so that you can enjoy the full technicolor glory of my bruise. Ignore the fact that my feet are quite dry. Still quite swollen. And yeah, lovely technicolor bruising there across the base of the toes. Smashing. Doesn't actually hurt anymore. It hurts if I press it, so, you know, obviously I won't press it. But it doesn't, it's fine to walk on, so I'll survive. Thought I'd show you my cottage pies because why the hell not? So, one for me and Anthony, little one for Mum. These dishes are not very large. Here you go. Knife for size. So I'm going to put my mashed potato on. Yay! It's all thrills and spills as usual. Here we go. One for me, one for Mum. A little bit short of mashed potato, which is why you can see the filling peeping through, but they'll be fine. Now, a lady commented on my waffle last week and said, do you mind if I ask what you mean when you say you're bit of plumbing? And I'd forgotten that anyone who had come newly to the channel wouldn't have a clue what I was talking about when I said I'm on my bit of plumbing. So here it is, it's a piece of concreted flood drainage. And in fine weather I sit on it and watch the dogs run around. And here I am, on my bit of plumbing. It's been a funny old day, Granville. It's been a very empty day today. I did my listings this morning, I did my parcels. I made cottage pie and I've just sat and done an hour on my jigsaw, which is coming along. I've got one piece missing out of the side, which is still in the box somewhere. I'm sure it's not actually missing, but I didn't locate it. So there's just one piece left to go to complete the frame, but I've started on the middle. And I'm out with the dogs. Masked reseller tonight, looking forward to that. Tonight's guest is the guest that was going to be on a couple of weeks ago and then wasn't able to be. So tonight's guest wasn't meant to be that guest either. Tonight's guest isn't able to be on, and so I contacted the last guest who wasn't able to be on, and they're able to be on. So does that make any sense? By the time you see this, they'll have been on. So yeah, master reseller tonight. And I'm very cold. I've been bloody freezing all day. Really, really cold, and my battery power is low as well. Really cold all day. So yeah, nothing, absolutely nothing to tell you because nothing has happened. Nothing at all. Cottage pie for dinner, that's literally the extent of the excitement. Cottage pie for dinner, and I've made one for Mum as well. Tomorrow I go to Tesco for Mum's shopping, so that'll be That'll be something different, won't it? Good morning. It's Thursday. I'm about to go and brave Tesco's and get Mum's groceries and take them over to her. I thought I'd show you what Anthony's been doing with his quarantine time. This is my garden. Last week he tidied it up for me, and then over the last couple of days he's been building this. So what was here, this is the rabbit's old hutch, and then he had an extension hutch and then a run. So he basically had a sort of a suite of homes, our rabbit, so that he'd have plenty of freedom. And Anthony's dismantled those. They're over there waiting to go to the tip when the tip is open again. Although I think we're going to use the chicken wire for stuff. And he's built this, which is going to be a vegetable patch. So he's dug all this over. This is a gate. It has to be fenced in to keep somebody out. Yeah, you. But yeah, so all dug over. Still needs tilling a bit more to make it fine enough to plant into. And I realise we're not going to get crops this year particularly. We might get carrots. I'm not sure how long carrots take to establish. But yeah, Anthony's been very busy. The bamboo netting around the side is because, of course, we have boy dogs, and boy dogs like to cock their legs on things, so that's to try and prevent the dog wee going onto the crops. That's the idea. Whether it will work, I don't know, but that's the idea. So yeah, there we go. That's the beginnings of our little vegetable patch. And then for my flower bed over here, which I need to come out and just tidy up. This flipping tree, I don't know what kind of tree this is, but it chucks off all of these things that are a bit like catkins but aren't. Somebody will know what they are, I'm sure. Somebody will know what tree it is. So this just needs tidying up. And then I've got loads of flower seeds to go in there that Natalie's nan sent over. So yeah, gonna make some use of the time and do something useful. And there's Molly Moo. What are you doing? You good girl? No, I'm not. I'm a terrible girl. Well, it is 25 to 11. That was a bit straggly. Gonna have to do something with the fringe at some point. That'll be thrilling for you all. It's 25 to 11. I've done Tesco's. Now I got there slightly later this week than I did last Thursday. There was absolutely no queue to go in. There's still a queuing system in place, but there was nobody queuing to go in. They've marked off the entire store now with spacing lines to give you, idea of how close you should be to the next person or whatever. I'm not saying it was working 100% because people didn't. I think one of the things is that once you get involved in looking for the item you're looking for on the shelf, you become less aware of where you're standing, don't you? So I think people are still learning that. Everything Mum wanted was in stock today, so that's good. There was nothing out of stock at all that she asked for. And I was in and out in very little time at all. The only drawback was that I used the scan and shop thinking it would be quicker, and I wanted to pay by cash, and the scan and shop tells only take card, and so I had a bit of a moment because I've lost one of my bank cards and had a replacement one delivered that I haven't put in my purse yet, and so on and so forth. Anyway, a long very, very dull spiel, but I managed. I was all fine. And now I'm at Mum's. I've dropped my parcels off this morning. My parcel shop man is well and happy. Everything's good there. I'm at Mum's. I'm going to mask up and go in and stay well away from her. And I've made her a cottage pie, which you saw yesterday, of course, so she'll be pleased about that. And yeah, visit for a little while, stay as far away from her as possible, and see you in a bit. She's on the phone to her friend at the moment, but this puzzle, I bought this puzzle off of Mandy She's Always Flipping a few weeks ago, and I bought it from Mum, and I thought it would keep her busy, and she's got it out, and I just arrived, and I said, oh, aren't you doing it strange? You've done the inside of your jigsaw before the outside. And she said, oh no, I haven't. Should I open the box? And half of it was done, so I just pulled out the bits that were done. I said, I'm going to sit here and pull the rest apart so you don't bloody cheat. Fancy cheating at a jigsaw? 72 years old cheating at a jigsaw. Yeah. Honestly, they talk about the youth of today. It's the old ones you have to watch. Honestly, they've got no morals. Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock on Friday. I haven't just got out of bed, despite the fact that I'm actually still in my nightdress. I haven't actually got dressed today. Karin, when she hears that, will have a field day with it. There is a reason why I haven't got dressed. It's because Lex managed to source me some hair dye yesterday and posted it to me, and I've kind of been holding on hoping it might arrive because I want to dye my hair before I get in the shower. If it doesn't come, I'll have to have a shower anyway because I need one. But I was hoping to, because I don't. Oh dear, let me just prop you up. I try not to wash my hair too often because it's so thick and wild and takes ages to dry and mess about with. So it really needs dyeing, and I was hoping I could get that all done in one go. But gonna jump in the shower in a minute anyway. So I've just been sitting. I've done some work today. I've done 18 new listings, bagged them, tagged them. I'm about to put them away. Cooked lunch for me and Anthony. It's about all I've done. I haven't achieved much else today. But I just watched Seller Ladies live, so that was nice. And I've just suddenly realised it's 3 o'clock and I haven't picked up the camera and said hello yet. So there's not a lot going on around here. I have had some friend mail today. I have opened it, but I'm not going to show you guys what it is because I'm going to debut it on my Sunday live stream. So after I've done that, then I'll show you guys what it was, because you won't see the waffle till Tuesday. So anyway, which means I could put it in now, but I'm not going to. And then in other news, this arrived today. It's not a randomly weird sex toy. It's a ring sizer, but it does rather look like a wand. I feel like I might go Harry Pottering around the place. And yes, a wand or an unpleasant probing device. But yeah, so it's a ring size. It doesn't come with any instructions, and there are no letters on it. I expected it to be letters. You know, like rings are usually size P or size Q, and it isn't. So that's going to confuse me even further. So yeah, so I've been working. I've been pottering. I've done a bit of my jigsaw today. I'll show you that later. I'll give you a jigsaw update. Do you want a bruise update? Hang on. There we go. It's a doozy bruisey, mind, isn't it? Look at that. That's a beauty of a bruise. I'm really quite proud of it. I feel like it's a shame that there's not any current bruise entering competitions that I could win. Oh, here's Buddy coming to have a look. There's Buddy. Hello. So yeah, there's my bruise. And that's pretty much the most exciting thing that's going on around here at the moment is I've got a bruise on my foot. When they make the story of my life, when they make my biopic, you know, and Pink plays me, because if you watched the Master Reseller the other night, you'll know that Pink and I are basically separated at birth. Interesting fact, I share my birthday with JLo. Now, we are plainly twins who were separated in the hospital, aren't we? Because I look exactly like JLo. Lost my train of thought completely. What I was saying was, when they make the biopic of my life, I feel like this bit might possibly just be speeded up and put to music. Let's hope they don't slow it down and put it to music, otherwise people will be leaving the cinema in droves, won't they? It is 9:30. I had a shower. As you can see, I gave up waiting for my hair dye to arrive. It didn't come today. There was no reason why it should. Lex only sent it yesterday. I'm not expecting miracles, but I was kind of hopeful. Lens is a bit dirty. Hang on. That's better. So I had my shower. My hair is almost dry and very big and massive and very much in need of dyeing, but it'll get done. It'll get done. As well as you can really see a different colour at the roots as well. Look at that. That's quite noticeable, isn't it? That's years of build-up further down the hair. Anyway, yes, it's about 9:30. Natalie's home from work. She's upstairs on the phone to work. I'm about to watch Five Guys a week. I've had a chat with my mum on the phone. She's been out for a walk today. That is a bit of a breakthrough, because she's not been well enough to go out for a walk for probably three weeks or more. So she's well enough. She actually walked around the block. She said, I didn't intend to walk that far, but I got to a point where I realised if I turned around and went back, it was just as far as if I kept going. So she kept going. So she walked around the block. Jigsaw, you can't see it, can you? You can just about see the box lid. Jigsaw progress is going well. I reckon I've done about 2/3 of it. I did drop the box this afternoon with all the pieces all over the floor. So that was entertaining. That was possibly the most exciting thing that happened all day. But yeah, I'm probably about 2/3 done, so that's coming on. And that's been it for Friday. It might be a very short waffle this week, because I haven't done anything. As usual. Still, see you tomorrow. Good morning on Saturday. Here is my foot. Will you look at that doozy bruisey? I'm really proud of it. really feel like that's a prize-winning bruise. And I grew it all myself. Look at that beauty. Anyway, it is Saturday. Good morning. I have straightened the hair, although I think I've missed a couple of bits. Still the white patch, but I think this parcel is going to solve that. This is from Lex. You beauty. Oh, Lex has very kindly sent me an empty box. It's all fallen out inside. Look at that. That's my hair dye. That's my shade, which I've really struggled to find. Out of stock on Superdrug, out of stock on Boots online. So that's my hair dye, that's my shade, and that will say goodbye to my white stripe. I've got this one as well, but this one says quite plainly for Sunday show, so I'll be opening that tomorrow on my live stream. So I'll put that aside. And I've got this one, and I know what this one is. Put you down a second while I open it, we'll come back. These are the new covers for my toaster and my mixer. Now, these have been made for me by the very, very wonderful Karin Fisher. I am going to put a link to... I'm going to find out from Karin how she'd like me to do this. Karin makes covers for things. She makes covers for... She started off making covers for gaming consoles and things like that, but I asked her if she could make covers for my my mixer, my stand mixer and my toaster, because my stand mixer I don't use very often and it gets absolutely covered in dust all the time, and my toaster sits above the cooker and that gets covered in grease. So I chose the fabric. Karin had a look to decide how much she would need, and then I sent her the money, including the purchase. She purchased the fabric on eBay, and I sent her the money for the fabric and for the job. She's done them fantastic prices. There we go. Karin's email address is underneath my finger, and I'm going to check whether she's okay with me to broadcast that before I put this on. But there's her little slip that goes in, and I will take them down and put them on the appliances in a minute so you can see them. And at some point, look, Karin has bought Crocs because she's put them in a bag. There's also a little card. So the card says, "Dear Carla, thanks so much for giving me some work to do at this tough time. It was a welcome distraction from organising stuff that didn't need organising and listening to Darren snore. Love, Karin. P.S. Monty sent your pooches some treats. So there's some fabulous treats for the dogs from Monty. Bless him. Thank you very much, Monty. If you would let me just turn the camera around. You would like to give some support to a small business owner who is struggling in these times. B, like to cover up some of the stuff in your kitchen. C, just like to, you know, put some work somebody's way or whatever. I think that might be the same as A. Anyway, if any of those things appeal to you, keep Karin from organising Darren, then you can order some stuff from her, and yeah, and I will let you know how when I've worked this out with Karin. This has been great. Okay, so there's let's move that. Sorry, this is Anthony's bag of fluff that he uses for starting campfires and things. So it's the tumble dry fluff. If you wonder what to do with your tumble dry fluff, it's incredibly... No, don't send it to us. But it is actually incredibly flammable, which is why you should always clean out your tumble dryer regularly. And if you need something to help you start a bonfire in the garden or whatever, this is the stuff. But yeah, always clean your tumble dryer filter. And there is my mixer under its cover. My stand mixer, look, there it is. And then there's the dogs. And there is my toaster under its cover. Maybe I need an egg boiler cover and some saucepan covers and a cooker cover and a bin. Maybe I'm getting carried away. Okay, may not be the world's best camera angle, but you are propped on a couple of boots because Kurtball's going to find a tripod. I am sitting outside in what has now decided to be Gale Force 10. And I am about to perform a procedure. I'm not going to perform a procedure, I promise. Not live on YouTube anymore, or even recorded on YouTube. I am about to plant my sweet peas. So I thought I'd bring you along for the ride and maybe talk to you while I'm doing it. So I'm putting gloves on, not because I think my sweet peas might have any kind of virus, but because I can't find any gardening gloves, despite the fact that I know I own several pairs. And I don't want to get dirt under my fingernails. I'm going to try and move you and see if you can see what I'm doing, but I really should have bought the tripod, shouldn't I? Right. I'll put you there. Here are my seed trays. I've got two like this, and then I've got a big one like this, and I've got some toilet roll innards inside that I can cut up if I need them. So I can't find a trowel, I can't find anything that people would normally use to do gardening. But I have got a pot of sort of second-hand earth, which we're going to use. I say second-hand earth because some other plant has already died in this, so it's probably not the best earth to use, really, for planting seedlings. Something that's got dead plant germs in it. Anybody who actually knows anything about gardening who's watching is probably laughing themselves into a hole in the ground right now. Monty Donny, you right there? But hey ho, we're all on lockdown and we're just using what we've got. Okay, so I filled up my 2 little tubs. Oh, that one's not full, that one's got space. These ones are Early Mammoth Mixed. Can you see that? Early Mammoth Mixed variety. It says they're superb for arches, trellises, obelisks, etc. Early flowering sweet pea with large blooms. I could have sown them under glass in January, or I can plant them outdoors March to April, which is now, and I should get flowers June, July, August. So yeah, soak seeds overnight in warm water before sowing. I didn't do that. I am a rule breaker, what can I tell you? Tip them into this little ashtray, rather than even try to sprinkle them into my hand. And then in we go. I'm going to put like 3 or 4 into each little segment of this tray. I'm sure if I'd soaked them they would germinate better, wouldn't they? But hey ho, off we go. I'm putting 4 into each hole. Shall I move the camera so you can see? Shall I show you? There we go. There's each segment, and he's getting 4 little seeds, fairly evenly spread out. There we go. And one there. One there. Another one. Another one. I'm going to have more seeds than I've got planting tray, definitely, which is why I thought I'd use some cut up loo rolls to make segments in this tray in a minute. So that one's done. And then in this one I might just put 2 in each and see how I get on. Completely got the memory of a goldfish because I completely forgot what I just said about putting segments in here using toilet roll innards, and I just filled the tray with earth, so sod it, I'm just going to plant straight into it. Okay, now the reason I am planting sweet peas, despite the fact that Anthony has dug me a vegetable patch, and you might think, why isn't she planting vegetable seeds? I'm planting sweet peas because everybody's life could do with a little bit more joy right now. And sweet peas bring me joy because they remind me of my Granny Thomas, who is no longer with us. She died in 2003. No, she didn't. She died in late 2002. Granny Hammond died in early 2003. Yeah, they remind me of my Granny Thomas. She used to grow them in her garden in Market Harbour, where I was born. And I used to absolutely, I think they're the prettiest flowers available. I think they're beautiful flowers. The smell is absolutely amazing. If you have a cut bunch of them in your house, the smell is just gorgeous. And additionally, they're actually quite easy to grow. You do need to remember to tie them up to something, to give them something to climb up. So at some point, Anthony and I will rig up some bamboo poles or something for these to scramble up. But yeah, I am really hoping that they do well. I planted some last year just over there by the gate in tubs and had a trellis for them to climb up, but it was exactly the right height for male dogs to do pee-pees on, and they didn't thrive, funnily enough. So there you go, there's a bit of knowledge for you. Flowers don't thrive if dogs pee on them. So there you go, they're all, you can see them all separated out, and I'm going to cover those up now. Molly, get out of it. Now look at your nose now. Go and show Anthony your nose. Show the vlog your nose, Molly. Molly. Look at her snout. Some people can't keep their noses out of what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, look at your mucky face. Go and show Aunt. Go on, get down. Good girl, down. Okay, I need to find the watering can and give these a nice drenching. And it will be a nice drenching because I think the rose to our watering can went missing a long time ago. So I'll do that next, and then we'll just hope for some sunshine and see how they do. There they are. They're currently sitting on top of the barbecue. I probably can't leave them there because it's not the most stable place. But I need to decide where they can go, where they'll be out of Molly's way. Maybe on top of the rabbit hutch, but then there's not much sun there. Don't know. I'll ask Aunt's advice on that. But yeah, just need to remember to water them now. It's about 5:15, maybe 5:30. I'm on my bit of plumbing. Here I am, look, on my bit of plumbing. Just brought the dogs out. My friend just separated. I get this and get a kind of a side parting. What have I done? I filmed 2 videos this afternoon. I filmed my what I read video and I filmed who I watch on YouTube as well. So I need to edit those. One of them should have gone out today, but it didn't, obviously, because I'm a bit lost the thread with videos. But yeah, so I need to edit those. Try and get one of those up. Oh, hello, massive crow. I'm going to go home. We're having Christmas dinner pasties for dinner, which is leftover Christmas dinner, funnily enough, which I froze. And that's going in pasties. And I'm going to have a crack at apple turnovers as well, from the same pastry, because I bought ready rolled puff pastry. So yeah, so that's dinner. It's only me and Aunt Natalie's at work. She's ordering a pizza, I think she said. And yeah, just out with the dogs. Somebody's smoking an illegal substance somewhere not far away, because I can smell it very, very clearly. Yeah. Dogs are just pottering. Oh, Molly's having a poo. I better go and clean that up. And yeah, nothing much going on. I'm going to make pasties, make turnovers, and then do a bit more of my jigsaw. I will give you a jigsaw update later on. I need to go and clean up this poop. Four fat Christmas dinner pasties. They may not be beautiful, but they'll be edible. And I've got 4 bits of pastry in the oven, which I'm hoping will turn into apple turnovers at some point. We'll see. Not getting apple turnovers, and the reason for that is because Numbnuts here managed to pick up short crust pastry instead of puff pastry. So we're not getting apple turnovers. Pasties will be fine with short crust. Pasties are done. Looks fine. Looks like a good pasty. And jigsaw update. Look at that. That side's nearly done. That side not so much, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I hate jigsaws. Morning on Sunday. It's nearly lunchtime. Yesterday I gave next door one of my homemade pasties, and in return they gave me 3 fresh out of the chicken eggs. So I've got poached eggs on toast for breakfast. Lovely. And I've cooked them just how I like them. Hooray, hooray for me. I've done the jigsaw. I think I started it. I'll check back when I do the waffle, but I think I started it either Monday night or Tuesday, so I'm pretty pleased, really, that it's finally done. Hooray! Got another one to do next. Look, I've got this one. This is... Oh, hang on. Oh, God, this is upside down. This is chocolate bars from the 1980s, and I remember most of them. Some of them are still around, but do you remember this one? Look, where is it? It's under here somewhere, under the dust. United. Used to really like a United. I don't know what happened to them. So yeah, I shall leave this up, don't know, for long enough for me to be pleased that I've finished it, and then I'll put it away and start the next one. Honey and mustard chicken on basmati rice, because that's the rice we happen to have. I thought I'd show you what a properly relaxed dog looks like. I'm going to zoom in, look. She's absolutely blotto. Absolutely gone. Look at this leg. Put my finger there. This leg, look. I've got my finger properly sprawled out. I want to sit on a sofa. No sofas are available. Look, this sofa is also occupied. So I'm sat here on a hard chair. I'm going to go and get my pyjamas on in a minute. I used that old ruse of letting them out into the garden and then stealing a couch before they got back. I'm just about to watch Rich House, Poor House, and then I think I'm probably going to bed after that. So that's the end of this week's waffle, and I will be seeing you tomorrow for another waffle. Good night.